Trotsky.
Ooh.
He says, Sgibs, what's the best time for over, under, odd fronts? So defensive fronts, when is the best time to run each of them? What are they for?
Sure. This is a great question. And this was something that we kind of wanted to focus on. A lot of people wanted to know more like nut and bolts defense, football schematics, right? So give me an I-form. Let's see what you got I-form wise. Give me the tight pair. And give me the oak off tackle. And we're gonna move the rock back. We're gonna focus for this week specifically on the 4-3 under, and I think that we want to spend some time talking about the 4-3 under, and then we'll get into next week. We can talk over, we can talk different odd fronts, but this week specifically for this question for Trotsky, we're gonna focus on 4-3 under.
So follow the channel.
All right, 4-3 under. That's the formation, and the first thing first we're gonna talk about here is cover 4 and the importance of what a cover 4 means towards run defense in Madden 17.
Okay.
Move the rock back. Everyone in the chat, pay attention.
Pay attention.
If you're
Focus.
on YouTube,
Get your
pay
notebooks,
attention. Get your notebooks out. All right, so first and foremost, cover 4, by default, is a run defense.
No.
It's a run defense.
No, because I look at the art, and the art looks like that it has the most blues, and it looks like they all go backwards.
Sure.
So therefore, it has to be a pass defense.
Well, let me phrase it this way. Let me rephrase it then.
Okay.
Cover 4 is a first down defense that teams use in the NFL. This type of coverage schematic scheme that you're seeing is what they use on first downs. And the reason for it is it allows the deep safeties in the middle of the field to play up in the box and play aggressive.
You're telling me, even though that there's 4 guys in deep zones, it's a run defense.
It's a first down defense.
It's a first down
which,
defense.
Which built in quantifies as a run defense. So the reason for it, again, is your deep safeties, they can play up in the box, play aggressive because they know the outside corners are dropping deep. Now you could say, well, what about a cover 3? It's the same thing. A lot of similarities with the cover 3, but the safeties have different responsibilities. So if you were to go cover 3 here, right here, well, you're going to get one safety that gets up in the box, and his responsibility is to say, okay, I can play aggressive and play in the box. But this deep safety, he can't play deep.
Not if he doesn't want to get burnt.
Correct.
So
here's what you have. You have these safeties that are on run fits. Their responsibility is, hey, look for the run. You can look for run first, and if it's run, attack, right? So here's what happens when you play a 4-3 under. Now you understand the cover 4. You understand that it's first down style defense. They look for run. When you face a lot of these best formations in the game that your opponent wants to run against, the I-form type pair that you see in the Chiefs book. You see single back tight pair in the Chiefs book, right? Well, let's take a look at just the alignment on the defensive line. So, Farls, I want to count the defenders, and I want to work the math here to make people understand.
I hate math, but I'll try it.
All right, let's take a look at the offensive line.
Okay.
You have this defender. You have 70 on the Raiders in the white. He's the guard. The 72 is the tackle. And then you have this. Then you have the center. Then you have 66, the guard, and then you have 71. So there's 5 offensive players.
Okay.
On the left side of the field, left of the center, you have 70 and 72. How many defenders on the defensive line do I have on the field?
4.
Well, no, defender on the defensive line. I have 2.
2.
Right? So I'm going to be able to eat up 70 and 72.
Okay.
Right? Now, here's the importance of the 4-3 under. Notice the alignment of the defensive tackle. He is splitting 2 defenders. So, if it's a run left, he can say, I'm going to go and eat up the center, right? Because of where he is lined up.
Yep.
If it's a run right, he can say, I'm going to go after the right guard, number 66, and eat him up.
Probably want a Vince Wilfork,
Right.
a block shed.
So he's in a 2-gap spot there, so he can pick and choose based on what he's seen, like what's happening.
So if I run right, he's going to go to the right. Let's see. Well, yes.
Well, that's the idea. But then you have all the defenders over there, right? So and it's also count with line crashes. So here with this, right? I also want to shift my linebackers towards whatever the strong side of the formation is.
Okay.
And now I have better alignment. So look at the gaps here.
How are you looking at the gaps?
Right stick to the right stick to the left.
Okay.
All right. So now from there, you have 1 defender, 2 defender, and then you have Thomas here, and then you have Wright he's going to shoot over here as well. So you have 4 defenders on the left side. On the right side, 5 defenders when you count McDaniel. Okay. On the right side, you have McDaniel 1, you have Bennett, you have Wagner, you have Chancellor, you have Morgan, and you have Sherman.
But you're telling me Chancellor's in a deep zone, but he's going to play in the run game. Because
Correct.
You check his run fits,
Yeah, so
and he's going to cover 4,
right.
and he's good.
So now you have 6 defenders off the right edge. So we now match better against any running set in the game. We are going to match better. And then you can see, because we're matched up better, we are in a better position to stop the run. Now, on the left side, you're in a better position to stop a counter, right? Because of the alignment. Take a look at how wide Averill is. So by design, this formation says, yeah, let's go ahead, let's stop the counter. Let's stop the counter. That's what we're going to do. You don't have a counter? Let's go see if you have one in the formation.
Let's check it out.
And this was a specific question we saw a lot of people asking. So we went out and we seek this knowledge. We said, what is the formation that you'd use to help stop a lot of what you're seeing? So go to halfback counter.
Try it from Twins Flex here.
So let's go here.
As Zan's noting in the chat, the under front means the defensive line is under, shifted away from the strength. So if the over, they would shift towards the strength, like where the tight end is.
All right, so here, this is what your front would look like. So by default, you have now 4 defenders over there to help stop the counter, snap of the ball.
Yeah, and he gets in the backfield and just kind of like
correct because he's split wide.
Because he's out wide. Yeah.
Right, and you could listen. You can. This is by default. Like you can make this even better if you blitz this linebacker here, right? If I blitzed KJ right and I brought Thomas up in the gap here, right here, and then I'm using Wagner and you run the counter, snap the ball.
Still in the fits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And see how they get up and get aggressive, make a play.
Right.
So by default, and this is something that Zan has talked about all the time, that the 4-3 under, he's been saying for years, 4-3 under, 4-3 under, cover 1, 4-3 under, cover 1. Like by default, the formation is just set up to play the run.
Right.
And if you come out in that cover 4, again, first down defense, let's call it first down defense. Let's not call it a run defense. Let's call it pass defense. Let's just call it a first down defense. 4-3 under, cover 4.
4-3 under cover 4. We can do that. That's a good question. That's a good explanation. It's going to help you change the way you think about run defense versus pass defense, just whatever, and should teach you, hey, cover 4. I actually heard that's not an all-out pass defense like I thought because the colors on the play call screen told my brain it was a pass defense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't call much cover 4. But then whenever so many people call it against me, and I'm like, it's kind of tough.
I've been calling for run defense, I've been going nickel 3-5 wide, cover 4.